In 1979, a male psychology student was trying to decide whether to pursue a career in politics and law. To that end, he joined a suicide hotline and started to help those who wanted to unalive themselves because of the tragedy and grief they were facing in their lives. According to his co-workers, he was helpful, empathetic, and kind. He always went out of his way to ensure that each caller got his undivided attention and that he offered them as much help as the resources would allow him to. His female co-workers even said when they worked late nights, he would be kind enough to walk them to their car so that they would get home safely. A year prior to this, a 3-year-old boy at a lake with his family wandered away from them into the water, and this young man saw and saved his life from drowning. You may wonder who that young man is and what happened to him. Did he ever pursue that career in politics and law? That young man turned out to be none other than serial killer Ted Bundy. Yes, American serial killer Ted Bundy, known for unaliving over 30 women by kidnapping and torturing them. So your next question is how? How is it possible that someone that started out so good was also in the midst of unaliving women while he was doing all these great things? Yes, he was living a double life. And no, to your question is not because there is a goodness in him. You see, for all intents and purposes, based on all the psychological reviews that have been done of Ted Bundy while he was alive and after his execution, one thing is clear: he is, by all definition, a violent psychopath. So why work at a suicide hotline and save lives? And why stop a 3-year-old boy from drowning who was a stranger? Because Ted Bundy wanted power. Like all psychopaths, he enjoyed the power. And what more power do you have than the power over life and death? You see, working at a suicide hotline gave him that impression. He could control who chooses to live and who chooses to die. So what is the moral of the story? That oftentimes you may get help from someone, and even though that help is much needed and you benefit from it, the meaning behind their help, the reason they're helping you, may not be as pure, as heartfelt, or even as decent as you may have hoped. But it doesn't stop it from being help.